Well, David, dear, I gather this is rather a unique moment in your life.
Is it, Mother? Why?
No romantic interest.
None.
Unique indeed in A Life of Bliss. Being the biography of a shy young bachelor with Diana Churchill, Colin Gordon, Gladys Young, Carlton Hobbs, and Percy Edwards. Yet another episode in the life of David Alexander Bliss, better known to us as George Cole.
None whatsoever. No prospects, no ties.
So I hear. We must see what we can do, Anne.
Definitely. There must be some nice girls around here.
Oh, now, look, I'm not interested in meeting any girls, and for a very good reason.
You don't trust our choice?
Well, on the contrary, I don't trust myself.
What can you mean?
Do you know what Tony said the other day? That we all get romantically involved, but I get more involved than most. He's right, too. I'm always getting into trouble with girlfriends.
It could be worse.
How?
Never mind. So you'd rather be without ties?
I would, for a moment, anyway. I don't know who first said the course of true love never runs smooth, but I'm sure they were thinking of me.
Isn't it worth it?
Well, yes, but there's no point in looking for trouble. I'll wait till she comes along.
It's an interesting theory.
Do you think it'll work?
Well, how can it fail?
That's what your father said when he embarked on the burglar alarm.
Burglar alarm?
Yes. Oh, it's awfully disappointing for him. He knew you were all coming down for the weekend, and he wanted to have it ready.
Well, you don't mean he's making one himself?
Trying to.
Why, though?
What hadn't I told you? There's been a series of robberies.
What, locally?
Very. The Mannerings, the Bellamys, that large house at the corner, the Dowlings, and the night before last, Mrs. Hope Castle. 4 robberies within a month.
All done by the same person, or persons.
Really?
So they say.
But they don't know who?
Oh, good gracious, yes, everybody in the village knows. Except the police, of course.
Did they get away with anything valuable?
To the value of several £1,000s.
Honestly?
According to last week's local paper.
Now, that's one thing that really worries me.
The thought of being burgled?
The thought of it getting in the paper. I can just see it now. Local robbery. Last night, thieves broke into the house of Mr. and Mrs. Tony Fellows. The missing articles including a pearl necklace and other jewelry, silver candlesticks, and 2 christening mugs. A silver cup inscribed T. Fellows, Hurdles, 1934, and a fur coat were all of great value, sentimentally. The thieves also discovered £8.10 hidden in a dressing table drawer.
Hidden?
From Tony. I've saved it out of the housekeeping. I'd never be able to hold up my head again.
Oh, nonsense, Anne. You've got some lovely things. Well, I think you're being a bit unfair to Tony.
Don't be silly, I'm only joking.
Go on, Psyche, in you go.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, darling.
Have you seen Father, Tony?
Yes, she's busy with the burglar alarm.
Still?
Apparently.
Has he got it working properly yet?
Not by the sound of it.
Oh, you've heard it then.
No, but I heard Father. Believe me, you don't need an alarm.
That's what I said, but he wouldn't listen.
Oh, what gave him the idea, Mother?
Saw them advertised in a magazine.
Well, it must have been quite a job wiring up the whole house.
Mother!
Yes, dear?
Come here, second.
Coming.
You'll find him in the hall,
Oh, right.
behind a wire entanglement.
Oh, not again.
I think it's a jolly good idea, actually. Having an alarm, I mean.
Oh, perhaps down here, not for us.
Well, no, not while you've got Psyche and me staying with you. She'd wake me up in a second if she heard burglars.
What would you do?
Pretend to be asleep. She'd see them off, though.
Would you, Psyche? See the burglars off? She doesn't sound too sure.
Ah, but then you've missed out the key word. Psyche. Cat burglars.
I still think Father's more effective. Not that we have to worry anyway. There's nothing much they could take.
Oh, nonsense, Tony. I was just telling Anne, you've got some lovely things.
Telling Anne?
Oh, you're just saying.
This is interesting. Why were you saying it?
Why? For no reason. Well, we just happened to be joking about it. Talking about it.
Let's take them in order. We were joking about it.
Well,
All right, Prophet, all right. I'll take it over. If you must know, I gave a light-hearted impression of what they'd say in the paper.
If we were burgled?
Yes.
Uh-huh. I'd like to hear it.
All right, then. Local robbery. Last night, thieves broke into the house of Mr. and Mrs. Tony Fellows.
the missing articles were all of great value.
Sentimentally.
The thieves also discovered 8...
Discovered their mistake.
I couldn't be more suspicious.
I can't think why. It was only a joke.
Yes, but I don't understand it. What mistake did they discover?
Well, that's clear enough, surely. They've broken into the wrong drawer. Drawer? Wrong house. Yeah, not that they could with Psyche around. She's a jolly good housekeeper. Yeah, I mean,
How much?
How much?
I'm talking to Anne.
To me? Now, I don't understand.
Have you saved out of the housekeeping?
Oh. £2.
2,
4.
4.
6, and that's my last offer.
I'll take it.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm going to buy a new dress.
You were right. I've never seen such a maze of wire.
What's he doing? Trying to trace the fault?
I believe so.
Well, it shouldn't be all that difficult, you know. It's only a simple make and break circuit.
Very technical. What does it mean?
The moment the door's opened, the alarm rings. Might have been better if he tested it as he went along.
He did. He spent the best part of a day testing the front door.
And it worked?
Every time. I know because I kept answering it.
Well, doesn't it go at all now?
Intermittently. I've answered the phone twice. Oh, there's somebody at the front. Father?
It's all right, it's only me. Got it working now.
Oh, good.
Good for him.
And for Mother.
I'm not so sure. At least it's kept him occupied. He's been quite impossible since these robberies began.
Well, he's obviously enjoying the situation.
Yes, and there's no telling where it'll end. Probably in court.
Naturally. They usually do.
Not the thieves. Your father. And I doubt if his friend Inspector Graham would be able to help.
Who's he?
The man they've sent over to take charge of the case.
I say, is he really a friend of Father's?
Oh, I believe they did meet once, months ago.
In a pub.
But not since?
Father waved at him across the street the other day.
And the inspector waved back in front of witnesses.
I've got a feeling that that's one mystery he'll never solve.
What?
Who it was that waved.
Yeah, but even so, it must have put Father's stock up in the village.
That's the trouble. He's been acting up to it ever since. Acting's the word, too.
A favorite masculine role. The man in the know. The man with inside information.
With a friend at court. And I'm afraid he's going to need one.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't follow.
No, nor do I.
He happens to be playing a dual role, behaving like a character out of a book.
The amateur sleuth. Always one step ahead of the police.
One step. He's so far ahead he's already solved the case. What's more, he's been foolish enough to reveal the identity of the culprits in public.
Oh, now I follow. Defamation of character, in other words.
Slander.
Oh, now, look, I'm sure it's not that serious.
Well, it could be if they took legal action.
Yes, but that's a pretty big if.
Well, let's hope so. It's really quite worrying. Your father's always looked terrible in stripes.
Stripes?
Prison uniform.
Oh, gosh, I see. Oh, I doubt if it had come to that.
About the suspects, I take it he hasn't bothered about evidence.
Well, no, that's why he's so far ahead.
Oh, perhaps they just looked suspicious.
On the contrary, they're a charming couple. Only they happen to have moved here about the time the robberies began.
Oh, so that's it.
Pure coincidence, of course. So's the other reason that
Here you all are.
Oh, hello, dear. Is it finished now?
At long last.
Well, I must say you stuck to it valiantly. You deserve a pat on the back.
And need one. Your coat's covered in dust.
Not surprised.
No, just a second.
Yeah, it's been a devil of a job.
We're all terribly impressed, Father.
I'm afraid that's the best I can do without a brush.
But never mind, your mother doesn't approve of this suit anyway.
Gosh, I've just noticed. Stripes.
I know. That's why. I'm not really allowed to wear it.
I don't mind when you're inside.
Well, there'll be no alternative then.
When?
When you're inside. Inside the house. I mean, if you're not allowed to wear it out, you've got to wear it in. Otherwise, you'll never wear it out. Especially if you're working.
What the dickens are you trying to say?
Well, I suppose it was a bit muddling.
A bit.
No, but seriously, if you're doing odd jobs, it pays.
To what?
Wear an old uniform. You will wear an old...
Now it's beginning to add up. Stripes, inside, uniform, prison, in fact. What's your mother been telling you?
No, it's all right, David, dear. I'll take over. If you must know, I said it was just as well you'd never had to go to prison because stripes don't suit you.
Don't believe a word of it.
Well, I can't think why. It's perfectly natural. We happen to be talking about the burglaries.
Yes, and what an intriguing subject it is. Well, what do you think about it, Father? Do you think, how do they always put it, an early arrest is expected?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling, but keep it under your hat.
Yes, trust us.
Any day now.
Really?
According to my information. Good man, Graham.
Graham? Oh, the inspector.
Yes.
I gather you know him, Father.
Good heavens, yes. An old chum of mine.
Oh, gosh, so that's where it came from. Well, it's bound to be the latest, then.
Latest what?
Defamation. Information. It must be jolly exciting, you know, being in the role.
In the...
Role of friend.
You know, I often wish you drank. It'll be easier to explain.
Let's be fair, that's easy enough to explain. We all enjoy being in the know. Wouldn't be human if we didn't.
No, I suppose not.
It's time we started the lunch, Anne.
Oh, dear, must we? It sounds so dull after what Father's been saying.
Oh, it doesn't sound dull to me. I'm famished.
Well, it won't be long.
It's jolly interesting, though. I suppose the police are waiting for him to make a false move.
Obviously.
Well, it'd certainly be a false move if they tried to break in here, now that you've got this burglar...
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, I was looking for the wire.
What, leading to the French windows?
Yeah.
Oh, it's there, all right.
I say, neat job.
Yeah, not too bad. Well, that reminds me, I must go and turn it off. Like to see it working first?
Oh, may we?
All right, then. Now, watch. Open the French windows. And there you are. Off goes the alarm. Now, close them, and it stops.
Oh, but perhaps you haven't closed them properly.
I have. Oh, now what's gone wrong?
All right, I'll answer.
It's only me.
Just one.
Oh, for the love of Mike. Oh, I'd better go and turn it
I
off.
doubt if it's anything serious.
I hope not. Oh, no, sorry, my dear.
No, dear, he is having trouble. First me, and now this.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about that. You know, from a purely selfish point of view, I'm rather glad because... Oh, it's stopped. I'm rather glad it's gone wrong. In fact, I spoke too soon.
It's all right. It's only me.
It seems louder.
Door's open.
Oh, yes.
Intermittent this time.
Yes, but I can't believe Mother really thought it was the phone.
Well, of course not. She was only joking. Mind you, it's a manual exchange down here.
What does that mean?
Well, it doesn't ring automatically.
Well, no wonder she mistook it for the alarm. It seems to have stopped for a moment.
No, don't tempt fate. Now, what was I saying?
Oh, that you're glad it's gone wrong.
Oh, yes, for two reasons, actually. In the first place, I think he's quite happy tinkering about with it.
And secondly?
Well, it'll keep him busy. I'm very fond of the old boy, and I like coming down here, except for one thing.
What's that?
The inevitable trudge across rough country, heralded by that ominous line. Just going to see if I can bag myself a brace of partridges. You know how it goes from there.
I've got a spare gun.
Like to come along, and off you trudge. How he can go on saying it, I really don't know. It's ambitious, to say the least of it.
How do you mean?
Well, you know what he's like with a gun.
Yes, but why ambitious?
A brace is two. You think he'd get discouraged and give it up?
Well, he'd miss it if he did.
He misses anyway.
Oh, hello, there it goes again. You don't think he's got it worked?
No. Intermittently.
We'll have Mother rushing in to answer it in a moment.
Really, I think one of you might answer the phone.
Oh, gosh. It isn't the phone, it's Father.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Watch.
Hello?
Yeah, you are. You see, there's nobody there.
Hello?
Good heavens.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, David Bliss here. I'm sorry about that. I thought you were the burglar.
Thought I was...
I mean, thought you were the alarm. Sorry.
Hello at all. Is Mrs. Bliss there?
Oh, yes. Hold on. It's for you, Mother.
Well, who is it?
I forgot to ask.
Hello?
Mrs. Bliss?
Yes?
Charles Benedict.
Benedict?
Yes, we haven't met, but I gather we have a mutual friend, Mrs. Hocastle. I was hoping I might call on you this afternoon, if that's convenient.
Yes.
About 3?
Yes.
Oh, fine. Goodbye, Mrs. Bliss.
Goodbye. If I can you want.
Who?
Charles Benedict. He's coming round this afternoon.
Yes, but who is he?
One of Father's suspects.
Oh,
Don't think he's coming to discuss...
Certain defamatory remarks? So hardly. He'd have said he wanted to see Father.
And me, remembering what I said when I answered the phone.
What was that?
I thought you were the burglar. It's a complete mystery to me. I mean, why on earth should he want to see Mother? What do you think about it, Tony?
Oh, I've had far too good a lunch to think anything. You know, this is the real joy of a weekend in the country. It's always much more fun not doing the things you ought to do.
Sir?
You know you ought to go for a brisk walk, and you settle for a nice nap instead.
Ah, there you
Oh.
are. I wondered if one of you would do me a favor.
Yes, of course,
A
Mother.
big favor. I can't imagine why Mr. Benedict's coming, but I think, in the circumstances, it might be wiser if Father had gone out.
Well, I thought he was busy with
He
the...
is, dear. It's become a challenge now, so it may be difficult persuading him to go. But it might do the trick if one of you suggested...
bagging a brace of partridge.
I know how you feel about it, but I'd be awfully grateful.
No sooner said than done.
Oh, thank you, dear. You're sure you don't mind?
Not a bit, do you, David?
No, of course not. Well, why me?
It's all right, I'm only pulling your leg. I don't mind going.
Neither do I, really.
Oh, well, if you insist.
Coming, dear. You'll have to make it convincing, and fairly soon. It's 2:20 now. Oh, and by the way, I'd be even more grateful if you could arrange for him to come back without his gun. He keeps it under the bed ready for burglars, and I'm terrified it'll go off by accident.
Oh, I don't see how we're going to arrange that.
No. But there's always a chance he'll throw it away in disgust.
Yes, that's true. Well, I must go and see what he wants. Seriously, I'd be much happier if they didn't meet.
Don't worry, they won't. Trust David.
We'll toss for it.
Oh, no, we won't. It's your turn. I've done my good deed for today. Agreed to go to the dance tonight. It's for your sake, you know.
It was Anne's idea, not mine.
I know. She thinks you might meet someone there. Some nice girl.
Oh, so that's it. I've already told her I'm not interested in meeting any girls.
Yes, well, never mind that now. You've got to concentrate on the other species.
Other species?
A bird. Partridge.
Well, is there a connection?
Oh, come now, David. Can't be that innocent. You must have heard it used in that sense.
What sense?
Meaning girls.
No, never. I know they're sometimes called,
What?
popses.
Oh, do you indeed?
Well, yes, but not partridges.
You're joking.
I haven't heard it, really.
Off you go.
Yes, all right, I only hope it works. Trouble is convincing him. I'm such a rabbit with a gun.
Well, that's an advantage. Makes the birds of a feather.
Yes, but isn't he going to be awfully surprised when I suggest going?
No, not necessarily. It's a lovely afternoon. You thought it might be fun to go out and bag yourselves, etc., etc., etc. Still, if you'd rather I went.
No, it's all right.
Oh,
I'll go.
Somebody, I've got the step.
Oh, righto. There we are. Yeah, I'll take it for you.
Thanks. Just going to check the wiring to see
Over
if...
here.
Fine. Let's see if I can trace the fault.
It's a lovely afternoon, Father.
Is it? I've been too busy to notice.
Absolutely beautiful.
Hold them steady for me, will you, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought it might be fun to go out.
Why not?
Oh, jolly good. How long will you be?
I'm not coming.
Oh, but you must.
Must.
Well, admit it, it's more fun when there are two of you.
Got him, Tony?
Yes, of course.
Well, I wish you'd come, Father. I mean, you never know. We might bag ourselves a brace of girls.
What's that? Some kind of joke?
No, I'm sorry. It was a slip of the tongue. We were just talking about using it in that sense.
Using what?
Partridge.
You know, it's incredible. I've heard of fathers not understanding their sons, but I need an interpreter.
Well, I should try Tony. I never heard of it either, till he told me. Popsies, yes, but not partridges.
Tony?
Trace the fault yet?
No, too many interruptions.
Well, I only wanted to go out shooting.
Wanted to go
Go
out?
out shooting.
Trust you to give me a shot like that when I'm on the top of the steps nearly had me off.
Oh, is it all that surprising?
Frankly, yes. What's behind it?
Well,
All right, I'll take it. We were just saying how much we enjoyed our weekend safaris. I'm no great shakes to the gun myself, compared with you, anyway.
Oh, I'm not all that good.
Oh, good, you're better than me, but I still get a kick out of it.
Wonderful sport.
Yes, and this is a perfect afternoon. But then probably you want to get this finished.
Oh, I don't know. It'll keep till we get back.
oh, jolly good.
I've only got one spare gun.
We'll toss for it, David. You call. Heads. Sad luck, it's tails.
Ready in 5 minutes, Tony. Put the steps away for me, David.
Yes, all right. I'm sorry.
Oh, my dear chap, can't be helped. Well, it's a far, far better thing that I do now than I have ever done. See you later.
It's not my lucky day.
You won the toss.
Did I?
No.
Well, that's what I thought.
Come on, cheer up. Father'll have forgotten all about it by the time we get back. And don't forget you've got the dance tonight.
I don't dance.
No, but you might meet someone there. Some nice partridge.
Poor old Tony. They've been gone for hours. I feel awfully guilty. I think I heard the back door.
Listen up first.
Oh, jolly good, I did.
Down a second.
Hello. Hello there.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, my dear. Well, how did you get on? Do we have partridge for supper?
If you're counting on us, we have no supper. There's no doubt about it. Father's only hope lies in big game hunting. Really big and slow moving. Mine, too, come to that. How did you get on with Mr. Benedict?
Oh, well off the target.
Huh?
He merely came to try and talk me into having the house decorated.
Having that?
Yeah, I should have guessed, really. I didn't get a chance to tell you before, but he and his wife are interior decorators. Very superior and terribly modern. They designed the whole effect down to the last trailing plant. Apparently, Mrs. Hope Castle mentioned my name, and...
Yeah, all the time. Oh, hello, darling. Home is the hunter.
Empty-handed and weary-footed.
Never mind. We've got the dance to look forward to.
Oh, what's that, Anne? The local paper?
This week.
Oh, good. So it's come. Is there anything about...
Yes, listen. £1,000 robbery. On Thursday night, thieves broke into the house of Mr. and Mrs. Hope Castle.
Hope Castle?
Yes, why?
I was just thinking.
About what?
The suspects, Mr. and Mrs. Benedict. I suppose they decorated Mr. and Mrs. Hope Castle's house.
Yes.
It seems an odd coincidence.
Oh, now, don't you start. That was Father's theory about the Bellamys.
You don't mean they'd had their house decorated?
Yes, but there have been 4 robberies altogether. That leaves 2 unexplained.
There might be something in it, though. What do you think, Tony?
Well, how would I do? I haven't even seen the chap.
You will tonight, and his wife are going to the dance.
So are you, dear, and you're going to be late. We must get on. That reminds me, we may be in bed when you get back, so you'd better take a key.
Oh, no, before I forget.
Yes, and my bag's in the kitchen.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, I suppose we may as well go and get ready.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
Understandably.
Well, nor am I, really. I'm such a shocking dancer. Honestly, my feet seem to be all over the place.
Mine have been.
What?
All over the place. Waltzing round the countryside with Father.
I can't get that tune out of my head.
It was never in by the sound of it.
You've got the key, Anne?
Yes, I know.
Well, it's a lovely night. Bit dark, though.
I don't know about you, but I've had a lovely evening.
Jolly nice.
Especially the last waltz. You know, Tony and I actually danced cheek to cheek. It was terribly romantic, even if he was asleep. Sorry, darling, I couldn't resist it.
Resist what?
Oh, no, I've woken you up. I did ask you if you wanted to go home earlier.
Oh, no, I enjoyed it. But now I'd like to go to bed, so if you give me the key, I'll open the door.
Funny. I can't Oh, dear.
What?
It's in my other bag.
Oh, no. Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. Mother gave it to me in the kitchen, and I forgot to change it over.
Oh, dear. Well, there's only one thing for it. We'll have to wake Mother and Father up.
Oh, I suppose so.
I'll ring the bell.
No, hold it a moment. No, I'm suddenly wide awake. The burglar alarm's been mistaken for the front door. It could happen in reverse. And we don't want Father prowling about with his gun. Accidents do happen.
Well, what do we do then? Throw stones up at the window?
Oh, worse, if anything. The stones wake Psyche. Psyche wakes Father. Father comes to the window with the gun.
And that's worse?
Well, obviously, he might mistake us for burglars.
Well, even so, I can't believe he'd fire the gun. And even if he did, I'm sure he wouldn't fire at us.
You find that a comforting thought? Look, I'm not saying the risk's all that great, but why take a risk when we can phone from a call box?
You're forgetting the alarm's also been mistaken for the phone.
Yes, but that way we can keep out of range till we see somebody answer the door.
Well, that's true. All right, then I'll go. It won't take me long.
Have you got any coppers?
Plenty.
Come on, Anne. We'll go and wait by the gate. I feel tired again now. Still, it was a jolly good evening. Remember the last waltz? Dancing cheek to cheek.
Of course. Why?
I think we could do it standing still.
Yes, I know, Mother. I'm terribly sorry, but we thought perhaps it was wiser.
Oh, you needn't have worried. Your father's still asleep. All right, I'll go and let Anne and Tony in.
Oh, don't forget to turn the alarm off first, Mother. You know where the switch is?
In the cupboard under the stairs.
When I get back, I'll just tap softly on the door. Sorry to have woken you up.
Oh, that's all right, dear.
Oh. Good night, Mr. Benedict. That's odd.
Come on in.
Oh, thanks. Shut up, Psyche. I say, Tony.
What?
Guess who I met on the way back from the... What are you going to do?
Oh, Mother thought we'd better turn the alarm on again.
Oh, I see. Do you know who I met? Mr. Benedict.
Really? Where is the confront? Ah, yes, it is.
But don't you think it's rather strange?
Not particularly. They were probably coming back from the dance.
Ah, that's the whole point. He was on his own.
So?
What's happened to his wife?
Are you accusing me?
No. Seriously.
Look, David, old boy, I'd love to stay out and play cops and robbers, but I'm absolutely dead on my feet. Are you coming up?
No, I've got to let Psyche out for her last walk.
Oh, I'll say goodnight.
Good night. Come on, Psyche. Oh, no. This way. It's quicker. Shh. Through the French windows. Oh, this boat's stiff. Ah, that's done it. There we are.
David!
Good heavens.
Too late. Shut it quickly.
Yes, Psyche's outside.
Shut
I
it.
can't.
I'll go and turn.
No, for heaven's sake!
Yes, Psyche. Look, it's no good. I'll have to let her in. Quickly, come on. Quickly. Oh, gosh. Father.
Who's there?
Fred. It's only us.
Oh, for the love of Mike.
Oh, dear, trouble again.
What the blazes do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, Father. It was my fault.
Naturally.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, only I was so busy wondering about Mr. Benedict that I completely forgot.
Benedict?
I met him walking along when I was...
Was he acting suspiciously?
Oh, well, he didn't answer when I called.
That settles it. I'm going to phone the police.
Now, but are you sure?
I've known it all along. You're sure it was him?
Well,
Number, please.
Give me the police.
When? Last night?
1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, there you are.
oh, hello, Mother. We were just talking about Father ringing the police.
Wait till you've heard the latest news. They've been on the phone to us.
The police?
Yes, and you know what? They caught the thief last night.
Good really?
Gracious.
Gosh, so we can all relax at last.
Quite the contrary. You see, Father was right. It was the Benedicts.
You
No.
don't say.
Yeah, and he'll never let us forget it.
Hello there. Heard the news?
Yes,
Yes,
we
just
have.
Well, there you are. I
Told
told
us
So, I've learnt my lesson. I'll never doubt you again.
Well, I've learned mine, too.
Meaning?
But it makes not the slightest difference whether I'm romantically involved or not. I get into trouble anyway.
Oh, don't tell me you've only just found out.
Yes, surprisingly enough. But I know what I'm going to do now, and as soon as possible.
What's that?
Bag myself a partridge.
That was A Life of Bliss. The artists taking part were David Bliss, George Cole, Anne Fellows, Diana Churchill, Tony Fellows, Colin Gordon, Psyche the dog, Percy Edwards, Mrs. Bliss, Gladys Young, Mr. Bliss, Carlton Hobbs. This program, which was recorded by the BBC, was written by Geoffrey Harrison and produced by Leslie Bridgemont.